Hello, everybody. It's Gloria from Gigi the Crochet Queen. A little late, so I'm going to mute. Hey, Shatika. Thanks. Hope you did a thumbs up. Oh, let me get to mute. The show has already started. Hey, Patty. A tick late. I was a tick late as well. But I forgot to say my introduction to everybody. Thank you, Dr. Katrina, for your continued membership. And for all of my new subscribers, welcome, welcome, welcome. And I hope you all join the membership. And for my returning subscribers, thank you for returning. And we are watching 2020. It is Crochet and Crime Night. I'm working on a purse. Oh, I left my other purse. Anyway, I made it a little short. I'm using this 2-weight. It's in this purple. And I've frogged it a gazillion times trying to figure out what stitch to use. I really wanted to do the spike stitch, but this yarn is so dark it's hard for me to see it. So I am just doing back loop single crochets, and it'll probably take me forever. And this is the only one. I have black, but this is all that, and it's a lot because it's tightly wound, but I don't know if it's gonna be enough to do the whole purse. We shall see. So I pivoted from doing hats and dolls and amigurumis and such to doing purses. So I've been watching a lot of the Brazilian ladies that do purses. Oh my goodness, their work is outstanding. And I said, purses, it's not like I have to know the person's size or anything to make a purse. So that is where I think I'll be working on more purses. But at this time, I'm just making, they're all for me unless someone says, hey, I'll buy that from you. But they are, I'll be keeping them um, because these are my, uh, the ones that, oh, what do you call it? I'm working on to perfect it. All right, the show's coming back on. Well, this is going to be interesting. Oh, so scary. Oh, I think you just never know who's watching. What what's going on in the world? Too much, too much, too much. And nothing good right now. Nothing good. I see the gas prices in my area dropped some, but it's still over $4. When I bought my car 19 years ago, gas was $4. Now it's over $4. I don't know if it ever, I know, of course, California, it's higher, but here in South Florida, I don't recall the gas ever going over $4 back then. It may have, I just don't remember. But I remember when I got the car and it it was, I don't know, it was had to be like 2 or 3 weeks before I had to fill up my very first time, and the gas was $4. And I remember the gas station that I had to fill up at. So, uh, and now it's over $4, and some places $6, $7. And I hear the truckers that have, and I have my T-shirt. I got this T-shirt made about the Voting Rights Act. 61 years of democracy. This country had almost 61 years. This August 6th, 2026, will be 61 years since President Johnson signed the Voters' Right Act, and the garbage that they call a Supreme Court have pretty much gutted it, non-existent. And all these southern states are just quick to just wipe us out as if we don't exist in this country. But anyway, I'm getting off of that rant. I'm just ticked off about that. But anyway, since they brought my ancestors over here, the ones that don't think we deserve to be here have done everything within their power to erase our existence. Anywho, I'm going to mute. This story sounds familiar to me. We got one, we were, let me see, it had to be in high school. Someone, a girl, broke into our house, and the only thing she took was like underwear. She ate, I don't know, cookies, was something that was at the house. She had the meal. And right now, I can't even remember who that girl was. It just tells me I'm old. All that stuff is like gone from my mind. And it was someone we went to school with, but I can't remember who it was. But this story sounds very familiar to me now. I think I've seen this before, but I don't know. It sounds familiar. I was on Prime. Let me see, was it? I think it was this past weekend, and they had a new series. I think it was fraud, 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 crime, or I forgot what it was called. The first 8 episodes was stuff I'd already seen. I was like, I watch a lot of crime shows. So I had to go past all the, I click on, I've seen that before. I've seen that before. I've seen that before. So the only two shows that, no, three of them that I watched that I'd never seen before. One was in Vermont. I was like, oh my goodness, Vermont? I don't think I've ever heard of any crime in Vermont. And then the other two were people in England. And I hardly ever watch the British crime shows unless something comes on because I don't watch BBC. And some of the crime shows that I've seen from uh, England, whoo, they scare me. I, I thought our crooks were crazy, but they scare me. But so it must have been like 12 episodes. I don't know, 11, 12. But anyway, only three of them I had never seen before. And the Vermont one just like blew me out of where I was like, Vermont. But it was crazy. All of them were crazy that were new to me. Just mind boggling the stuff people do. Just crazy. I don't understand it. Go into mute. Yeah, I think I've seen this before. It's crazy how these young people tell these grand tales to their parents, and the parents just in their heart just hope that they're not telling another grand tale. But I do believe I've seen this before. I didn't want to watch Dateline because Dateline was about Murdaugh, and I wasn't surprised that they overturned his conviction because of the court clerk. I was like, I can't believe it took them this long to overturn it. But it doesn't matter. He still has financial fraud, so he'll still be in prison. He'll just get another trial. That whole um, situation is just bunkers, straight bunkers. Me too. I think we said this before as well. Oh, I don't know. It must have. Let me see. I don't know if it was Dateline or 2020, but whoever did the 2 hour thing about Murdoch, I tell you, they did a fabulous job. There was nothing left in your mind if they missed something. He was a hot mess, just a hot mess. And I still think he did it because when they did that Snapchat thing and everybody knew that was his voice, I was like, yeah, he did it. But to have the nerve to do it, oh, oh, that's when you dissociate or dissociate yourself from the person. The person doesn't become, that person isn't the person that you loved 10 seconds ago. Disassociate, I think is the right word. Oh, you watch a lot on YouTube? Oh, I tell you, there's so much out there. I'm going to mute. This is getting crazy. Oh, really crazy. I don't like this. It's too soft. I've been working with the stiffer polyurethane, whatever it is. And this is so soft. I want to do a stitch to tighten it. I need to figure out a tighter stitch. Something to make it stiff. I really want to do the what is it called? The spike stitch, but that's not going to make it tighter. Do some decreases. So now he has his neighbor that can vouch for him, but the other one, he's still in trouble. I do. I feel like I've seen this before. I bought a little watermelon from the. It's not a farm. Well, it's a little vegetable place, and they're little watermelon. You can hold it in your hand, one hand. It is so sweet, and it's seedless. Even though it has teeny tiny little seeds. And I bought some watermelon seeds to try to grow them, but I am not sure I can. Well, I've seen videos where they're actually grown in a grow bag, but it doesn't seem like I'm going to try it. I planted, I potted some black eyed peas because I wanted to grow some peas, and I love black eyed peas. They're like of all the peas, they're my favorites. Is it coming back on? Then I saw somewhere it said, well, if you're gonna plant it, just put it outside instead of like um, letting it grow in the little pots in the house. I can't think of what it's called. Starter seeds. You don't have to really do a starter seed with it. So I took them out of the little pots that I had them in and put them in a grow bag, put them outside, and we've had a lot of rain. And today they are like 2-3 inches tall in a week. A week. Going to mute. The truth is about to come out. Mm. So anyway, I think I was talking about my garden. We had a lot of rain, so it definitely helped with the black-eyed peas. They just popped up. I looked out the window. I was like, they grew. And the sweet potatoes, the plants look so much better than they did before. You had two days of hard rain, really hard rain. But I was very happy to get that rain, to get those. All of my plants are going to hopefully start giving me producing more fruit because my peppers are great. They continuously um, give me peppers. I have the jalapenos, the Scotch bonnets, cayenne, the little sweeties. I think that's what they call them, but they're the small peppers. Only the yellow ones. There's no green ones and no red ones. They're all yellow, which is weird. Maybe I didn't have any of the green and yellow. But anyway, and then my strawberry plant, it has strawberries on it right now. So happy. The raspberry one has raspberries on it. What else is growing? The cucumbers have a lot of flowers, but I don't see any cucumbers yet. And the okra is flowering. And then my collard greens are going to seed. So I'm very happy because then I can have seeds to plant um, in the fall when it's a little bit cooler. My collards that I planted them probably the early part of the year where because it's not as hot, and I bought a shade cloth. Oh my goodness, what a difference that shade! I said even if it only lasts throughout this this planting season, I'll be happy because it was smoking hot. We're in the 90s now, so it was smoking hot. So my daughter and I put it up. Oh, it was like the best thing. The plants love it. I love it. So I'll and a lot of I when I read the reviews, a lot of them say they don't last a whole. It doesn't. You can't reuse them, but I'm hoping I can. We shall see. But I'm certainly enjoying learning how to grow my own veggies and stuff. And I got some. Oh, why can't I think? Ginger. I bought some more ginger. This time I put it outside. I just said, let's just put it outside and hopefully it will do well. It's the first time I grew it inside. I really get a good harvest. Going to mute. Yes, I've seen this. What else is new? Oh, did I do it? Or did it come back? Yeah, I came back. I have definitely seen this before. And when I saw it the first time, I thought it was the craziest thing. So now I am trying to stiffen this up a little. At least bring it in some. It's just so. I think the next time I use this yarn, I am going to do it separately, and then that way I can put um, a base in it. Well, not a base. Give it something to give it some sturdiness. Hey Darcia, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining. Hope you did a thumbs up. What are you working on? What's your weather like? Oh, Patty, are you working on a Afghan? Oh, and by the way, if you all are on Whatnot, I'm doing a sale tomorrow at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Just I have some jewelry supplies and some of my little amigurumis. I've given away a lot of stuff. So this is all the stuff that I have left over. So I said, well, I might as well go on the Whatnot because I'm certainly not going to do any craft shows or any farmers market things or anything like that because that is way too much work to have to carry all that stuff out. Plus, I have to get a tent and a table cover and all of that. So I might as well go to Whatnot. It's a lot easier. What in the world? The nightmare upstairs. What in the world is this? This looks scary. What in the world? Oh, that's on Hulu. Might have to watch that. I'm going to mute. I'm doing good. How about you? I'm working on a dishcloth. I am doing good. I'm working on a purse. This is just crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Let me see. Hello.
Why these lip drivers think that they're F1 racers?
So they're trying to make as much money as possible, and they.
Yeah, well, I'm about to block her so I never have to fear for my life like that again.
Oh my goodness.
Ma, I told her there's no U-turn at that light, so it's gonna have you make a right and then make a U-turn over by Wawa. She just cut completely across the road and then backed into the turning lane. I'm blocking her. I never want to fear for my life like that again. And if she had gotten pulled over and gotten a ticket, I would have laughed.
Oh my goodness. Uh, this is basic one. I've been trying to. So I did the back loop only, and now I'm doing a round of single crochets, but I did decreases in the corner because I am trying to make it a little stiffer. This is really soft. This is only 2 weight, so there's nothing really grand about it right now. But it's in that purple sparkle. I have another purse in this purple sparkle yarn, and it was really soft. So I don't know why I bought it again, but I did, not thinking. I should have put the two of these together. Hmm. And I'm thinking about it, but I'm too far along now. I won't be doing that. Thank you, Darcia. I'm just gonna keep going. I wanted to do the spike stitch, but this color is so dark that it's very hard to see where to go with the spike stitch. So just gonna keep going in with the single crochets now because I'm tired of doing the back loop only, and I want to get this as much of it done as possible while I'm sitting here watching my crime show. So I'm ready to put a handle on it and carrying it. That's where my mindset is. I'm going to mute. Okay, I was on mute that whole time. But this time I'm not. That woman got her son to do her dirty work. That is crazy. Okay, you all are saying hi to each other. That is crazy. Oh my goodness. Because she wanted someone else's husband. And he's still flirting, telling the wife we're going to work it out, but yet and still he's still having conversations with them. Moving away obviously was not going to change things as far as I'm concerned. That's just a different zip code and location, but the phone still rings the same. And now his son doesn't have a mother because he had a crazy woman to have an affair with. Mm-mm-mm. That's some that's some crazy stuff. And to get your son to do it is even crazier. So this is pre ring camera, because you would think in a neighborhood like that they would have ring cameras. So this is pre ring cameras, as they have absolutely no footage of anything. This is it has to be pre Amazon, where everybody under the sun getting packages. And the porch pirates. I'm trying to break myself out of ordering from Amazon, giving it to that evil man. But I tell you, you just have to be mindful where you spend your money. I thought, but money, people are so money hungry. All their values go out the window. As long as they can make a green dollar bill. That's what they worship, a dollar bill. Yes, you know I was on mute. I didn't know though. This is getting crazier by the minute. What is it, Dylan Moore? No, I have to be on mute when the television is on. This lady and her son. It makes no, her story makes absolutely no sense. Why are you hiding your son from the other children and then be surprised that he did what you wanted him to do and then downplay your role in it? Mm. It's crazy, just crazy. I'm about to give up on this. Is not working for me. I think I'm going to do the bottom because I already sewed that in. Then I'm going to do some sides. That's what I think I'll do. It's way too soft. I've been so used to making the purses with the stiffer polyester, and this is so soft. Uh-oh. That messed up. Let me see. Oh, the garden is it's coming along. We had a lot of rain, so it is coming along. So the one thing that's not coming along are those hostas. Is that it? I think that's how you. I think that. I look out there. You know, they're supposed to pop up and be all big and pretty. All I see, it look like weeds out there. That's what I see. So I don't know if the weeds are growing or if the plants are growing, but it's not. I do not see the pretty, vibrant flowers that I thought would have popped up by now because they were planted like way back in March. I think nothing out there, and I don't want to pull at the weeds and the weeds actually be the plant and then poof. And all the rain that we got, nothing. I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm not going. All right, this is the end of it. I'm going to mute. Well, they didn't get the death penalty, but in prison for the rest. And he was so young. The son, he had spent his entire adult life in prison. Mm-mm-mm. I can't. I can't even. Lust, lust, lust. The man said she knew he had no intentions of leaving his wife for her, but she figured, well, if I take her out, so what was she going to do with her husband? Kill him too? It makes absolutely no sense. But anyway, the mind of a criminal. All right, I'm going to get back to trying to figure out how I'm going to do this purse. Now it's driving me bonkers because I've already sewed in the plastic canvas to the bottom of it. Now I'm going to have to do sides. I don't even remember how many chains I made for this. Oh, well. Well, I thank you all for hanging out with me on a Friday. Another crazy crime show. Let me see, Gigi, watching the same thing I was watching 2020. Yeah, 2020 was the night. Because Dateline was just going to talk about Murdaugh. Anyway, but I thank you all for joining me tonight. I'll see you next Friday. I don't know if I'll do any live. No, I probably won't do any live because I'm doing that sale. My sale is at 1:00 on Whatnot. I put up a short just in case you don't know. And even if you're not a buyer, just come give me some support. So until the next time, everybody stay safe. Keep crocheting. Bye-bye.